had no plans of going into training at first. So I what happened? I retired. Said I was gonna stop. I needed a break. I was at the crib, like honestly, like slightly depressed. So just going through it, not knowing what's next. And was going into business with my mom. We still me and her developing an entertainment complex in South Shore, in my neighborhood. So working on that. But a Whitney Young coach of mine, he was the freshman coach, and I was at Whitney Young. He was like, man, he has his travel team's like, hey, can you come train one of my players? Just put him to work. He could probably use your expertise, talk to him, work on his ball handling. And I said, sure, like, of course, I'll come help out. So I get there. I basically, I put him through a training session. I pretty much work with him solo. And after the session, his dad comes up to me and is like, so what's your price? And hadn't thought about any of this. I had no intention of doing this. So I was like, let me get back to you. And then we end up, a coach at Fire, actually Corey Bradford, he's a Fire coach, he's a Kenwood coach.
Shout out to Corey.
He sees this workout and he's like, hey man, can you come do that with my son? Like, can you come? And I think Chase is like 6th grade at the time. Another kid was in high school, he was 6th grade at the time. So I'm like, sure. Like, information, he was like, who you play with? And he didn't know me really as well. So I was like, I played for the Fire. And he's like, you play for the Fire? So he called Mike Irvin. He's like, what Fire team you play on? I was like, it was me. We had a crazy team. Me, Wayne Blackshear, Jeremy Richmond, Mike Shaw, Myers Leonard, Tim Hardaway Jr. that was just in the finals. Like, crazy team. Reggie Smith, Luther Head's little brother, Crandall Head. So he's like, damn, you played on that team? So he calls Mike Irvin and is like, you remember Moss? He's like, hell yeah. Like, motherfucker was cold. So instantly hang up the phone. He's like, man, we need to set up a date. And that all happens on day one pretty much. And so then it just
spread like wildfire.
Bit by bit.